So let's begin in a comfortable cross-legged position. If you have something you want to sit up on, you might grab it, a cushion, blanket, whatever you have. And we'll begin with eyes closed. Start to slow down your breath. We can consciously set aside the busyness of our lives. So for this next hour, there's nothing you need to plan. There's nothing you need to figure out. So anytime you notice that your mind has wandered onto that type of activity, just as soon as you notice, see if you can come back and feel your breath. Feel your body. As if we were beginning a meditation. And the focus of this meditation is breath and body sensations. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with a gentle twist. So you can take your left hand across to your right knee, your right hand to the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit a little bit taller, and then as you exhale, rotate. And then breath by breath, see if there's a little more height, a little deeper twist going to your edge. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder like you're going to wring out your spine. And then release and switch. Bring the arms around to the other side. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Keep lengthening, rotating. And then turn your head the opposite way. And release, back around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front and put a little pressure between the arms like you're going to pull them apart. This can help spread between the shoulder blades, getting into the upper back, spreading your rib cage. And then release and interlace fingers behind the back, maybe the other thumb on top this time. Open up the chest. And then if you like, you might fold forward here. And that could be just dropping your head, or you might come part way or all the way to the floor. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder. Press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck. You might even lift or lower your chin, kind of exploring the different parts of your neck. And then rotate your chin to your chest, come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through the right side. Let's rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few half circles or 3/4 circles. Watching the sensation move from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of the neck. And then release the arms, head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, your elbows back. Lift the chest, take the chest as high as you can. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's bring keep the hands on the knees. Pull the chest through so you come to an upper back arch, but keep the back of the neck long. So the back of the neck follows the arc of the spine. And then round back. Bring your feet to the floor and hold behind the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more, as if you're trying to touch your head to your tail in the front. Roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So now abdominals are really working to support you. And then exhale, round. We'll go back and forth between these two positions. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, round back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Up. And now let's come back and release the arms. Come down a little lower. Same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Up. And back. Up. And back. Let's do one more and we'll hold this last one. Come up, holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones. You can decide how much you lift the chest, how much you lean back. But can you relax your face where you are? And then release, round back, and you can decide how low you go, working where it's needed, but softening shoulders, neck, face. Let's release. Come all the way forward into a high push-up position. So we'll plant the hands near the front of the mat. Fingers spread, taking weight into the full hand. Bring your whole body into a straight, long line and feel the connection between your head and your heels. Let's shift forward to lower down, low push-up, elbows hugging the sides. And then come into your back bend, and this could be low or high, cobra or up dog. Wherever you are, shoulders are down, nice long neck. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Take your time. You may want to pedal out your feet a little bit, waking things up. You can bend one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Then drop your knees. Let's sink back to child's pose. Releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Just a reminder that you can rest anytime, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any arm position, including using some support through your arms. You might rest elbows on thighs. You could let your arms just hang, but finding a position that isn't overstretching anything. See if you can really let your head drop. We'll bend the knees a little bit more. Slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's step up to the front of the mat. We'll come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart, hands together at your heart. We'll take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take the time you need for all of your transitions. Here we'll take 5 breaths, whether that's in down dog or you might come down to child's pose again or back to sitting or onto your forearms or knees, any neutral shape. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Really let your head release. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Big circles both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. All right, towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing when you're ready, arms up, and then settle in, sink low. Let's grab the left wrist and take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your right wrist, take it across. And then back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Let your head hang, let your neck release. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. So you might take a vinyasa. You could just step back, or you could move in any other way. Using the transitions as a time to take good care of yourself. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and back as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. When you're ready, arms up. Hips low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it across, little side bend. Come over to the other side, grab your left wrist, take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top. Open up the chest, but keep the lower back nice and long by engaging abdominals, dropping the tail. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to some blocks. 100% effort. Keep reaching that back leg straighter, longer, higher. Keep letting your head hang even more. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Arms up. Sink low. Deep bend in the front leg. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. Taking the time you need. And then coming into a good resting pose for you, whether that's down dog or something else. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support. Reach out long like a yawn through the whole right side. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing, other side. Reach a little further out, come up, and release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears, but shoulders drop. Arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So it could be just a slight lift of the heels, or you might come all the way up, or anywhere in between. While you're concentrating on balancing, can you relax your face? Can the arms be long, but the shoulders be relaxed? Let's start to fold forward, swan dive down, staying in balance on the toes. Bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs. If you're able to reach lower, go ahead. Try not to overstretch. Breathing deep the whole time. And then release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head, let that go. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips low, head high, shoulders low, fingers high. Engage through the front to bring support to your back. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's take warrior three, shift forward and find your balance. If you want to make this easier, you could keep your torso high and your leg low. If you want to tip forward, you're welcome, but keep the torso and back leg connected. If you lose that connection, go back up to where you had it. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, so you get to choose the outer shape that suits your needs. Lots of different ways to do these poses. So finding the way that feels right for you. And then how much can you feel what you're doing inside this shape? Last breath, step back, warrior one. Release through a vinyasa or your movement transition. And then settle into your resting pose, like settling into a meditation or remembering that this whole practice can be like a meditation. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Come in. And then step right back to warrior 1. From here, we'll open out warrior 2. And then take your time. You might check your footing, your alignment, tending to the details you are aware of. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. Expanding past the top of the head, past the tips of the fingers. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog through your movement transition. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog, feeling what you are choosing to do. And then again, settle into a good rest, letting go of all of that. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a couple of balancing poses. We'll get steady on 2 feet. You might separate your feet, shift your weight side to side, tune into the soles of the feet. See if you can wake them up and actually feel where you're touching the floor. From here, we'll shift over to one leg for tree, Vrikshasana. Bring your right leg up as high as you can, as low as you need. Arms can be out to the side, or feel free to use a chair or a wall. You can also bring hands together or arms up. Can you stand even taller? then release that side, shake that out. Take a moment on 2 feet. Anytime you lose it on 1 foot, bring both feet to the floor and at least take 1 deep breath just to get grounded. And then we'll shift over to the other side. Left leg up, as high as you can, as low as you need. You choose your arm position. Pick something to look at that's not moving. Can you relax your jaw? Relax the muscles around your eyes. And then release that side, shake that out. Let's take a quad stretch balance now. We'll bring the right leg back. Other arm can be out on a piece of furniture, or you could have 2 hands at your foot. As you do this, lift the belly and drop the tail, so you're also opening through the front of the right hip. And then release that, shake it out. Same thing other side. When you're ready, left leg comes back. Right arm can be out or at your foot. Tail dropping, belly lifting, standing tall. And then release, shake that out. Let's bring the feet hip width apart. We'll take hands to the top of the buttocks, roll your shoulders back, roll your elbows back, and then lift the chest. Imagine your upper back, we're gonna float up away from the lower back. Lots of space here. And then fold forward, bend your knees as much as you need to. If you're able, grab your big toes. Lengthen your spine and pull your head towards the floor, tractioning out. In a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. If any of you want to get a crow pose in on your way there, you are welcome, and then you can step or hop out of it when you're done. If you'd rather just come to down dog, you can take a vinyasa or just step back. Just feeling what you are choosing to do, whatever that is. Let's come to tabletop, hands and knees. And we'll get set up for a twist, thread the needle. So left arm is gonna lift up and then curl from fingertips down. Thread this right behind your right wrist and keep going until you come down onto your shoulder and side of your head. From here you can push the right hand into the floor or into that bottom forearm. Feel free to explore within the pose. Is there a way to make this even more interesting or useful for you? And then release, unwind, take your time. Maybe a few cat-cows, rolling out the spine. Let's come back to neutral, and same thing other side. Right arm comes up, curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come onto your shoulder and side of your head, and then push the left hand into the floor. Opening up through that left shoulder. And release, unwind. Take a few rolls through the spine, any front to back or side to side movement. If you want to come back through a down dog, you're welcome to. We're going to eventually make our way onto our backs. You can do so when you're ready, however you like. Bring your knees to your chest. And take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. We'll get set up for a couple back bends, starting with bridge, and then you can take it where you like from there. Drop your feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down to lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. You can kind of rock side to side to roll the shoulders underneath you, spreading the upper back and lower back away from one another. Opening up the fronts of the hips. When the pose feels complete, come down, rest with back flat. Rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you feel like coming up again, you can take any back bend, bridge, what we just did, half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, really anything you know or want to try. Each time you come up, stay as long or short as you like. Could be just 1 or 2 breaths. Could be a long hold. Each time you rest, rest until you feel like coming up again. So you're listening to your body. Whether you're back bending, transitioning, or resting, feeling what you are doing. If you have more back bends in you, there's no rush. Keep going until you're done. If you are finished, you can move on to a counter stretch, happy baby. Grab hold of the soles of the feet, press your knees towards the floor. And this can be done in stillness or with a little rocking. You're welcome to keep your legs bent. You could explore straightening them. And then drop your feet to the floor. So we are getting close to the end of class. I'm going to continue offering suggestions, but now is a really good time to just do exactly what you feel like doing. So if you want to take things in a different direction, feel free to do that. So if you want to join me, I'm going to do a hip stretch next. Cross your right ankle above your left knee, reach your hands through, grab the left leg and hug it in close. Drop your shoulders so the back of your neck is long. Drop your chin. To release, drop your left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, and then keeping the right leg more or less where it is now, straighten the left leg along the floor. Keep that left leg grounded and then open your right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. One way you might support your leg is to have your elbow on the floor and your leg resting into your hand. Let's bring this straight leg up and across. If you're able, left hand is going to reach for the outside of the right foot. If you can't reach, you could either use a strap, you could bend your knee, or you could hold somewhere else, like the outside of the knee. Take this straight or partly straight leg all the way across, dropping down through the right hip, rolling open through the right shoulder. Now, if you want to add a quad stretch to this, your free hand can reach for your free foot. Once you have hold, drop both shoulders back down again. And then roll back onto your back, bringing your knees in. Take a little circle or rock. Maybe shake the legs out. Same thing other side. Drop your feet to the floor and cross your left ankle above the right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. Spreading the back, whole back side of the torso, melting down. Let's release, right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point your foot a few times, circle your ankle a couple times both directions, and then straighten the right leg along the floor, open the left leg out to the left, supporting your leg wherever it makes sense for you, trying not to overstretch, but going to your edges. Bring this straight leg up and across. Opposite hand might hold the foot, ankle, calf, or a strap. Take it all the way over. Dropping down through the left hip, rolling open through the left shoulder. And then if you did add a quad stretch on the other side, your free hand can reach down for your free foot. Roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock. Maybe shake the legs out. And then check in with the rest of your body. Is anything else needed to complete this practice for you? If you want to get in an inversion or any other final pose, feel free to wrap things up in a way that feels good. If there's a part of your body that could use some attention, take care of that as best you can. Self-massage can be good. Maybe be putting on some extra layers. eventually settling into stillness. You can let go of the control of your breath. Let the weight of your body just drop back into the floor. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And gently increase this movement through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll come to a comfortable cross-legged position. And bring the hands together at the heart. Take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.